Jami. What is up? We are back to have a quick chat. And I do plan on having, like, you know, a quick chat or whatever with you guys about a few things that I've seen on social media today. Make sure that you guys are coming into the video. You are liking up the video. You know, all that great stuff, child. You know what I say. Actually, let me do something real quick, like, because I just be doing these impromptu lives where I just be hopping on, child, for real, for real. Okay, that is the way it be given for me. What's going on, honey? What is up? What is up? Let me make sure that I do my big one real quick, because you know we have to participate in all places. Thank y'all for bearing with me. Every time y'all get on here, y'all be like, Jami always got something she gotta do. God damn, I know. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all though. Y'all come through and y'all know what it is. Period. All right, so let me get this together. Let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. We can have a ton of fun. Let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, I need to edit something too. I just thought about that. What's up, y'all? Come on in, come on in. I wanted to talk about this whole Coi Leray situation. And some people feeling a way about her actually rejecting the guy. Let me see, Adrian Bronner. Some people did not like what she had to say about that, so I do want to get into that. There is a snippet going around of Bambi and her opening up about her relationship with Scrappy and how those two came to be. So we're gonna listen to a little bit of audio on that end. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that are here. Come on in, come on in. All right, where shall we begin? Where shall we begin? First of all, are y'all up to date with this Drake and Future situation and Rick Ross? They have really been going at it. First of all, for the people that don't know, okay, Kendrick Lamar threw some shots out there, all right? He threw some shots out there on one of Future's recent projects. And he called out J. Cole and Drake, right? J. Cole apologized, said, listen, I'm not really trying to have nothing to do with this SHI for real. So, like, I'm good over here. That's what J. Cole said. Like, I'm good over here. I'm going to let y'all have that. Any shots you take at me is like, it is what it is, because I'm out of this, you know, because my spirit does not feel good, okay? What was the next thing that happened? So, shortly after that, I believe it's when Drake ended up dropping his. I think like a week or so later, Drake dropped a diss recently. I think it was called Push-Ups. Drop it, give me 50. Drop it, give me 50. Drop it, give me 50. Listen, I'm here for it. I like that. One thing Drake is going to do when he makes a diss, he not just going to make a diss that's only for a limited time, kind of like Sheether was. He is going to make something that you can continue to listen to and bop to and make a hit out off of. And I thought that the song was pretty dope. He took a shot at quite a few people. Of course, Kendrick. I think he took a shot at Rick Ross, Future, Metro Boomin. And I feel like it could have been one more person in there that he took a shot at. And it was really dope. I was like, okay, I'm going to give you that. So now him and Rick Ross have been going back and forth. Rick Ross have been calling him BBL Drake. Girl, I cannot. He's been talking about him getting his nose done. Drake over there trying to show some text messages between him and his mama, where the mama is like, baby, I know you didn't get your nose done without me, and you know I've been wanting a nose job for the longest. And I said, well, bitch, did he go get lipo without you? So why would he not go and get his nose job done too? Like, why the hell would he not get his nose done? I don't care what nobody say. The nose Drake had when he first came out, it's not the nose that he has today, okay? Yesterday's nose is not today's nose. And it's just what it is, okay? So there's that. They've been going back and forth. Drake been over there posting this man's house and shit. Like, girl, they just been having a whole lot of drama and stuff going on between them. And I slick want them to stop. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers not tired. I feel like y'all going harder than Nikki and the other girls was over there going. Like, y'all not tired. Like the lady, well, really, hell, JT. Y'all going more crazy than damn JT was going online the other day. Y'all not tired. Y'all acting like... You acting like a bunch of females. Battling back and forth. Y'all motherfuckers not tired? You should be. Okay? Kendrick, can you hurry up and just drop whatever diss you're going to give to the people, please? Immediately. So when you drop that diss, we can move on to the next topic, because I'm a little tired of Rick Ross. Because let me tell you something, Rick Ross ain't letting up though. Drake is meeting him, but I feel like Rick Ross is beating him. He is not letting up on BBL Drake, and BBL Drake is killing me softly. BBL Drake, I will never get that out my head, honey. Okay, then Drake gonna sit up there and post, I think, a video of Rick Ross when he ended up being, I guess, inducted as a parole officer or correctional officer or whatever the case was, child. They have really been online beefing, and I'm tired. Okay, it's draining at this point. So if y'all not gonna square up somewhere, just give us free, please. Okay, give us free, please. All right. I know Mr. Nolan gave me some more insight about their situation. I think he'll be doing a video later diving deeper into their stuff. Girl, y'all can check this shit out, because girl, I'm tired. Okay, just stop. Cut it the hell out. But anywho, this is why I came here, because like I told y'all, it's gonna be like a real quick chat. I'm not gonna be here real long, okay? But I want to get into this tweet that I came across that says, and this is speaking on Coi Leray, and then we're gonna listen to what Coi Leray has to say. All right, so it says, this is why men are getting their passports. This is interesting to me. First of all, not this is why men is getting their passports. Hold on one second. No, she didn't say that shit. Getting their passport because of what? They get rejected? What the fuck? Anyway, so the tweet says, this is why men are getting their passports. Coi Leray was disrespectful. Okay? They get tombstone-sized teeth, fake lips, and dehydrated wigs, and a filter, and forget where they came from. Her attitude was for no reason. This is why men don't approach women. They love to reject you out loud to please the sisterhood. Music is subpar, acting like this. Shaking my head is what the person says. Okay, now what ended up happening was Coi Leray was on her live, and while she was on her live, she received a series of quite a few comments from Adrian Bronner, however you say his name. And he was pretty much trying to, holler at her. Like, hey, hit me up, whatever the case is. He was like, be at my next fight. That's going to be in Miami or whatever. And I'm like, okay, he sure landed on thick. Like, chill. Like, you can't hop in her DMs. Maybe he hopped in her DMs and felt like when he was in the DMs, maybe he felt like she was ignoring him or something. So he decided to bring it on her live. I don't know. To me, it is giving just a slight bit of stalking, just a little bit. He tells her, one of the comments says, I'm on your body. That's what he says. I'm on your body. Can you get up off the body? Can you scoot back just a little bit, please, sir? And then the next one he says is, be at my next fight in Miami, May 31st at the Hard Rock on me. First of all, I don't really feel like that's how you approach a woman, in my opinion. Some girls are going to think, oh, girl, he want me at his next fight. Some girls are going to get hype off that. Some women are not. I don't know what it was about Coi Leray that made him think that she would, take that. Now, girl, what'd be crazy is if they was already in the DMs talking to each other for real, and he dropped this tea. I don't know. Now, this would be crazy if we over here dragging this man now when we see them hanging out together later on. That'd be crazy, okay? I see somebody in the comments saying them teeth and voice got her feeling herself. Listen, not y'all coming for Coi Leray. Why she can't feel herself? She can't feel herself if she do get something new. Don't every time y'all get y'all hair done, y'all act like and feel like a brand new motherfucking woman. Because I know I will be when I finally get this hair done, bitch, okay? Period. All right. But let's get into what she had to say. Make sure the volume and stuff is up for y'all. Hopefully it's not too loud. Might want to go on ahead and be ready to cut it down. But let's listen to it.
Trying to bag me on an Instagram live is fucking crazy. Like, dead ass. Get the fuck on. Okay? Go on the fuck head. Okay? I'm not interested. Like, that's fucking corny. The fuck are we doing here? I'm getting the fuck off. Go look at my post. I'm about to post my cover art. Bye, y'all.
All right. So that's what she said.
Trying to bag me on an Instagram live is fucking crazy. Like, dead ass. Get the fuck on. Okay? Go on the fuck head. Okay? I'm not interested. Like, that's fucking corny.
Boom. Okay, I see nothing wrong with what Coi Leray had to say. If she felt like it was corny, it was corny. To another BIT, she might enjoy that. Why are y'all expecting her to respond differently? He's on her live. Are y'all not reading what this man said? I'm on your body. Not only is he on her body, but he's on her page. So much so that he wanted to make sure he hopped on her live to make sure that she saw his advances. I don't know. I just kind of feel a way about that. Like, it's making me think that it's no different than you being out on the street and you just walking, talking to somebody, and people like, hey, shawty, hey, and they running down on you just to try and exchange numbers. And because out of fear, because NIGGAs have clapped the fuck out of women for not getting their numbers, you decide to just get them either a Google number or give them your number, because they damn sure gonna want you to call in their face. Okay, they gonna be trying to call your number in their face to make sure that it's the right number, only for you to turn around and block that ass a little later, because it is definitely giving weird. It's, to me, not any different from that situation. And I feel like she had every right to say that nigga corny, because he is. Like, I'm sure there's a better way to get in touch with her, to reach out to her and try to connect with her. Okay? But it's killing me softly for this person to say this is why men are getting their passports. Is it? Is it really why they're getting their passports? And that ain't no better. Because a lot of them passport bros going over there and getting done bad. Okay? And they down bad. So are you sure that's the reason why they're going to get that? And then trying to say that this girl was disrespectful, as if he wasn't disrespectful himself, coming on her live. I just can't. And then when y'all are not getting what it is that you want, this person that posted this is a woman. So then you turn to the same status of a fuck nigga. Okay? When they don't get their way and they don't get what they want, they turn around and then they try to talk about you. You ugly anyway. You ain't even attractive anyway. You skinny. After they don't get their way, they try to insult your looks. When the very first thing that they was interested in when they first saw you walk past was your looks. Now all of a sudden she's unattractive because she's not interested in your ass. And the fact that a dark-skinned woman put this post up and then you trying to sit over here and drag, it's very kind of comical to me, the way that she puts all these filters on her own fucking photos, trying to lighten her skin to be more than what it is, and it's giving every bit of ashy. But yeah, I think that was every bit of whack in my personal. But this person that posts this often, is on the, I ain't gonna say she's on the wrong side, because sometimes she says stuff and I'd be like, okay, I'm with you on that, BIT. Okay, I'm definitely with you on that. But not all the time am I there with her. Typically she takes the opposing side, which is the male side, the male point of view. And if that's what you want to do, then I'm not gonna fault you. Sometimes I agree with you and sometimes I don't. And this is definitely a situation where I don't. And for you to try to insult this woman, you ain't no different than a nigga to try and come for her looks. Oh, they get their teeth done, they get their fillers, they get a dehydrated wig, this, that, and the other. And then you try to insult her talent and say that her album's subpar. Well, something must be working for her. Something's working. Okay? Because she's still relevant and she's still here. So much so that y'all needed to create extraness out of what she said to somebody. So, I don't think that was very nice. And I'm with her. Now, granted, I do understand that how Coi Leray started off, it was giving rough. It was giving like tomboyish or whatever the case was. And then at some point she transitioned and she got into her girly phase. I'm not really opposed to that. One thing I don't like is when people act like folks are not supposed to change. Where they started versus where they are. How many people have you seen are still in the same place now as they were then? So people have a right to change their minds. People have a right to, grow from where they were. And if she felt like where she was then, she just wasn't into that, she wanted to be more girly, she got every right to flip it and be girly. And let's be honest, based on what's perceived in the industry, and it's more so because of NIGGAs, they wasn't finna buy into her no way, because she was giving tomboyish. So if anything, she conformed to their way of thinking, became more girly girl, and that's when I feel more people paid even more attention to her. So yeah, so for people to try and like drag her about her style and all this and that, like she changed. I mean, hell, the same thing with Lotto. Lotto talked about how she would have never, her plan was never to be how she is today. Okay? Showing off her body, doing all this extraness and all of that stuff, that was never Lotto's plan. But obviously, nobody was listening to her, or not enough people were listening to her before. So then what did she do? she conformed into the Lotto that we see today. Not only did she drop the move from mulatto, but she also changed up her style and became even more girly, 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 girly girl. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said that girl Lay Lay Banks from TikTok used to be a stud, and now she's wearing skirts and stuff. Which not you talking about Lay Lay, that girl Lay Lay with Nickelodeon? Did she? If that's who you talking about, that girl Lay Lay, I don't know about that one now. I didn't know she used to dress like studish. But you know, she was a young kid. Whenever I used to see her rap, if we're talking about the same person, okay, is it not her? If you're talking about that girl Lay Lay, okay, not that Lay Lay, the other girl named Lay. Okay, I don't know no Lay Lay Banks. But now y'all got me wanting to look her up. Let me look her up. Lay Lay Banks. I don't know this person, girl. Who the hell is this? Because this is who's still pulling up for me. Right. I'm like, now that girl, Lay Lay, I only remember her being in her car all the time rapping. But who the hell is a Lay Lay Banks, honey? Oh, it's with a Z. Oh, I know who y'all talking about. She is slowly on the rise. I know who y'all talking about. I didn't know she used to be a tomboy. See, I didn't meet her in that era. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm glad that y'all know I didn't meet her in that era. Popular, and she's growing. She's had some viral songs. Lay Banks, that's her name. I think the conversation was around her being extremely talented. So that's interesting. And now she's changing to what the industry is more interested in, which is, you know, the sexy type of, you know, girly girl look. That's what they want. So interesting. Got y'all. Thanks for sharing that. So now I check her out. But yeah, so I don't think that was fair, in my opinion, to really come for Coi like that. I feel like if it was corny, it was corny. And that's just me, you know. But you know, y'all let me know y'all thoughts about that. Okay, what else I wanted to check out? Bambi. Okay, wanted to check out Bambi real quickly because Bambi is sitting down with the interview with Carlos. I have not listened to it in its entirety, but that is definitely my plan for me to go back and check that out. I also want to check out the Winter interview, Winter from Love and Marriage DC. I believe she did something with Queen Sheba. I want to check that out because what they're saying is that she kind of called Carlos out or went off on Carlos or something. So I'm like, girl, what is happening over here? So she's telling a lot of details about Love and Marriage DC, so I want to watch that as well. But I do want to hear what Bambi is talking about because it looks like she opens up and she talks about the dynamic or the relationship that she has with Scrappy and how, or more so how she and Scrappy got started dating. So let me see what the hell they talking about over here.
To Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in the infamous Bazino Kirk scene.
Yeah, we should start before that. It was probably about 2010 when I met Scrap, right?
2010.
Probably about 2010.
Yes.
So I met him in a club, Taboo 2 in Atlanta. He tried to holler at me. We exchanged numbers. And so when he left, I had a friend who was working at Taboo. And I was like, what's up with him? And she's like, oh, you know, that's Lil Scrappy. Like, he's with this girl, Diamond. And I'm like,
oh, he was with Diamond?
Oh, okay, that's weird. Because, you know, he just tried to holler at me and we exchanged numbers and everything. So she was like, yeah.
You
like,
were attracted to Scrappy?
When I first met him, it was just like some kind of playful vibe because he had like a bandana around his head, and you know, I'm from LA, and I'm like, what's up, like, where you from? And he like, oh, what's up, cuz? And I'm like, where you from? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like a playful kind of vibe. So when he called me, I'm like, hey, like, you got a girlfriend? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so what's up? And he like, well, I'm trying to pull up on you. And I'm like, what? Yeah, no, you know, I ain't really on that type of time. So call me when you single, right? And then there was like this girl who was cool with Diamond. And she knew I was like doing music too. And she was like, well, maybe y'all can link. I was like, yeah, whatever. So we were like sitting in a car together one day, and we had like one little conversation, and I was like, I don't.
You and Scrap and
No. Me and Diamond and this other girl who was like her homegirl. And I was like, she kind of like, she cool, but I don't know. She just not really my vibe. Like, it wasn't really nothing wrong with her, but I was just like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just kind of weird. So that was my only like interaction with her. And I was like, you know, whatever. So then one night I'm randomly like in the studio, Scrap calls me. He's like, hey, I broke up with my girlfriend. Like, what you doing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm at the studio. So he comes to the studio where I'm at, and we go outside. We're like talking in the car, and he's just like running it, right? He like running his whole entire.
Scrappy wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yo, but see, this was me being so like, I was so green because I was like, damn, like he must really with me, like he's telling me all his business.
Oh no.
And so that's how he got me. I'm not even gonna cap. He had invited me to his house like a couple times. But he said, you know, like they were living together, but she left him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, she left me for another dude, whatever. He's like, I got a studio at my house. So, you know, you want to come through and record? I'm like, yeah, like for sure. So I bring a couple girls over there. Like we go recording some bullshit at his house. But we just like messing around, having fun or whatever. It wasn't really nothing serious. And, we really started like to be cool. So then he's like, yeah, I'm about to move up out of here. I'm about to move in with my baby mama until I get my stuff together, and you know, we're about to start doing Love and Hip Hop. Wait, what? What is happening? I thought that Diamond was the baby mama. So I'm like trying to Google this fool, like trying to see what's going on. But every time I see a picture of him and her, I see Imani, and she's little. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, that's their kid. You know what I'm saying? So then when he say, well, I'm about to move in with my baby mama, I'm like, wait, didn't she leave? And he's like, no, like I'm talking about my daughter's mom. And I'm like, I'm thoroughly like confused.
Were you guys intimate during this time he's telling you this?
I think we have probably like got a crack in like once or twice, but we weren't really like in.
Y'all weren't exclusive.
Nah, right, it wasn't nothing like that.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, you know, it is what it is. So then they started filming Love and Hip Hop, and he would call me like during or after like the filmings. I remember one time
Season 1?
Yes. He called me one time. He was like, hey, I just got in a fight with this named Stevie J. And I'm like, yeah.
He's filming with Erica.
Mm-hmm.
That's his child's mother. Right. And they're trying to figure things out. And they were living together.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, after scenes, he's calling you.
We were like hanging out after scenes. That's how, like, confused I was about it, because he was telling me, he was like, nah, we just get a bag, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, I'm just trying to help her get some money so she can stay out of my pockets, you know, whatever. And I'm like, whatever, like, I'm just like a butterfly, like I'm new to the city and I'm just like hanging out, doing my thing,
you're
whatever.
a single woman, you guys aren't in an exclusive relationship. And okay,
now you're making excuses,
I get all this.
Right. So that was the nature of our relationship at that point, right?
Okay.
So during that time, I think maybe towards the end of the season, me and him started getting like a little closer, right? He started really, really liking me. And I liked him too. Like I did like him a lot because he was just really fun. So he introduced me to like Steph and Mona one time. We were hanging out on Peter Street. I started to notice like a pattern with him and Erica, whatever. And I was like, wait, are you like with her for real? And he was like, he kept denying the fact that he was with her. And I was just like, this look like it's like a little bit more than for TV. So at that point, I think I had met like Kirk and Benzino on Peter Street. And so I'm like cool with them and talking to them or whatever. And then somehow Benzino, he's like, hey, we're gonna do this scene at the cabin, blah, blah, blah. But me and Benzino were cool. Like I started hanging out with him. I ain't never had sex with him or nothing. But anyways, we went and did the little scene at the cabin or whatever. And for me,
So at this time, are you and Scrappy,
we were still talking. We were still cool.
but not exclusive?
No, never.
Got it.
Not exclusive at
So
all.
at this time, he's in rehab.
No, this was before he went to rehab.
This
He
dude
was
been around for a
the
long
night we
time.
went to the cabin. For some reason, he got locked up. He went to jail.
The night you went to the cabin.
Yeah, I don't know what he went to jail for,
Okay.
but he went to jail, and we were at the cabin. But I was just like, you know, I don't know if he, in his mind, he thought I was supposed to be like at home waiting for his jail calls. Me and everybody else he was like talking to at the time. And Benzino and I, we were cool, and we were, I guess, what people would consider dating at the time. Like, we were going out, but we just wasn't having sex, you know?
So you were dating Benzino and Scrappy at the same time.
Yeah, and I think that's
okay.
what was like intriguing to like the producers at the time. They were
Yes.
like, oh, now we got a girl who's like, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I want to go back to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in the infamous Benzino Kirk scene.
Yeah, we should start before that. It was probably
Interesting, Bambi. I don't think that's necessarily a good look. I don't think so, because I feel like that confirms that Erica and Diamond, when they said you've been around from the beginning, they was never lying about that. That's terrible. You know, I feel like the conversation of she was a wife can be, to me, can be kind of like thrown out. Like, I mean, at least she became a wife. It don't fucking matter. All y'all was on the roster. It don't matter what position, whether you got engaged, whether you got married. Like, girl, all y'all was in a roster. And all of y'all look foolish in my personal. You just happen to be the one to break away. Now, why am I thinking break away from the brothel? I hate to say that. But girl, like, you were the one that happened to, you know, break away. I think Diamond kind of looked out because she was never married to him and had to go through no divorce. All she had to do was just walk away, and she also ain't had no baby. Now, I do know that she may have suffered a miscarriage, and I hate that for her, but she ain't had no baby. So it was easy for her to get the hell on. Thank you so much, Yoli, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Erica, silly as hell. Because, yeah, you had a baby by him. You was engaged to him, but it's really more so you being silly because you coming back around the way that you are in. And this man supposedly was trying to take your kid from you and all of that. Like, girl, what the hell? Somebody lying. Either you or him or somebody. It just looks crazy. And then, Bambi, for you to come through with this situation to let us know that you had already been around from the beginning. And it really shows that them girls weren't lying on you when they say that you really didn't give a damn. Like, you knew he stayed with Diamond and you still was willing to come over. Knowing he was trying to holler at you, so you knew that it was going to be more than just getting in the studio or anything. So, like, that's sad. But that's crazy. Diamond left him for another dude, but y'all still was living together? Girl, this is some messy shit here. Okay, just a messy as hell. What else did I want to say about this Bambi situation with this man? Then you knew about the Erica, and in the interview it seemed like you trying to play it up like he told you that it was nothing like that, and you like, oh my God, so what is it? What's really going on? Like, girl, you know how this go. You know how this go, and you should have knew what it was when you first got with him. If he already with somebody else, he hit you up, he was already expecting you to be on some side chick status, which is crazy because she definitely went from that side woman to being the wife. Hello? But this is the reason why I don't give a fuck about nothing Erica says or does to Bambi. Sorry. And I don't really care about what Bambi does or say to Erica. Y'all on the same field. Okay, Erica, you really have no reason to be tied to this man because you only have one child and that child is grown. So I would have been cut my losses and got away from his ass. And my personal, why you over here trying to convince people that, oh, you know, we have to communicate because of our grown ass child. No, ma'am. Bambi, somebody in the comments said you should have left this conversation between you and God because, baby, this is nothing to be proud of. I don't think she's being proud of it, but I think that she is honestly, you know, just telling her truth. And with her truth, it just don't make you look no better. And anybody that may have had, you know, any sympathy for you with this situation, I don't think that they really have that anymore because those girls, Erica and Diamond, weren't really lying on you like you was there, and you did kind of impede on the relationship. Like, yeah, you could have, yeah, Scrappy did what he did, but you also could have walked away from the situation, and you chose not to. You chose to continue to hang around and be around, and, you know, you did your thing. So they ain't, you know, they should be mad at you. So I could care less what happens with that. But Scrappy, you know you was dog ass wrong. And the crazy part is that it seemed like his ass kept it real and said like, oh yeah, yeah, I got a girl, yeah, this, yeah, that, yeah, I got that. And he was looking for somebody to go along with the BS, and he ended up finding you. And the crazy part to me is, what is it about Scrappy that keeps all of y'all just hanging on? That's what I'm trying to understand. And his crazy ass mama. Why are y'all still there? Hanging up, like, for what? And then it's crazy because Diamond had just exposed Scrappy, and then now all of a sudden she's engaged to somebody. I said, what the fuck is this? Okay, I guess. Like, y'all are crazy. Somebody says the facts that they used to try to make it seem like Erica was the one that was bitter and jealous when she wasn't. She was literally calling a thing this whole damn time. Unpopular opinion, her and Erica Mena going through the same karma, child. Whoa. Somebody says a proud side chick. Erica Ben said this at the reunion. Girl, y'all folks is in her up in these comments. Somebody says, so she confirming that she been messing with Scrap like Diamond said? Just stop talking, Bam. All you do is dig a deeper hole for yourself. She always downplaying how she feel about Scrappy. Just be honest. You use that man for a come up. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know if she used the man, but I don't know. I mean, that's possible once she found out about the Love and Hip Hop situation. But I thought she was already on Basketball Wives. Well, just because you've been shown on another network doesn't necessarily mean that you're not trying to get a come up on another. I don't know. But I'm just reading to y'all what the comments say. Somebody says, this is why I'll never feel bad for her. She knew what it was. Should have kept this in the drafts. Damn. Somebody says, you lose them exactly how you got them. Bambi, this interview was not a flex. Bragging about being the original side chick turned wife, now single mom of 3, and big mad. Girl, bye. Now listen, I don't know if these were brags. I feel like this is the second person that said something about a brag. And I haven't watched the full interview to see if she's bragging. Based on the clip, I don't think that she's bragging. I think she's just giving y'all the history of what the relationship was. Is it a good look? Hell no. Maybe she wanted to be on her Risa Tisa, girl. I'ma tell my truth no matter how bad it made me look. Listen to my story. So maybe that's what the hell it is. I don't know, but I'm just like, girl, what is going on, Bambi? I do wish she would have kept this to herself, though. Because I have always said when it came to Erica, when Erica did mention Bambi kind of like being in the middle or whatever the case was, I didn't mind some of the shit that Erica was doing to Bambi because you're not my friend. I owe you nothing. I have no allegiance to you. You start messing with somebody that I was with, I'm going to get in his ass, but I'm going to get in yours too, and bitch, I don't owe you a damn thing. So I don't fault Erica for that at all. So if she want to chew on Bambi however she want to, chew. But I do fault you for how you looking after this situation, after the marriage and all of that, and you just hanging around, and you've accused him of stuff, he's accused you of stuff, and yet y'all somehow over here clickety ow, that's y'all situation, girl. But yeah, I don't think any person in this situation is innocent at all. And I'm just shook at the fact that Scrappy was even able to pull all y'all in the way that he was. But I mean, his mama did say that she was a pimp, but how did he finesse y'all like this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Ugh, that irritates me. I'm like, Scrappy? Y'all let Scrappy do this? I mean, Scrappy's not an unattractive guy at all. But I mean, maybe he had some good peen or something like that, and the ladies just wanted to hang around or something. Like, I don't know. I want to put a lot of blame on Scrappy, right? But at the same time, Bambi is letting us know that it was being honest with her. So shit, now I'm over here wondering, hell, if he was so honest and told your ass that he had a girlfriend in the beginning, did he really cheat on you in the marriage? Because hell, if he didn't care to tell your ass he had a girl, then he probably didn't care to tell your ass he was cheating either. So I don't damn know what the hell going on. Let's see. Somebody says, I look at it a little differently, Jami. I believe she was young and she did tell him to hit me when you're single. And I feel like she was dating just like he was. Remember, remember they weren't really official. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, when you're a side piece to somebody as well, I do understand, like, number one, I'm not going to put nothing on nobody being young because they're all around the same age. So they always with the foolishness. But as far as like the side chick situation, like at some point, yeah, they were single when they were just dating around. But when he got in relationships, it never deterred her from stop fucking with him, from what it seems like, right? So it is what it is. Whether they were official or not, like, you weren't gonna be official anyway when you're the side. Like, you can't be, you know. So those are my thoughts on that. You have to watch the whole interview. Okay, I will. Every last one of them was on Scrappy's roster, right? If it wasn't Bambi, it would be another woman. That is true. Women always want to blame the woman. Scrap is Scrap goes and do what he wants. I will watch the whole interview because, like I said, some people said she was bragging, but I want to watch that for myself. I do believe that every last one of them were on a roster, as I said in the beginning. If it wasn't Bambi, it would have been another woman. It's not if it wasn't Bambi, it was other women. Hence the roster. I feel like that debunks the sentence you already made. If it wasn't Bambi, it would have been somebody else. But it was somebody else. It was Erica. And it also was Diamond. And ain't no telling who else that we don't know about. Right? Women always blame the woman. Yeah, because sometimes I feel like women should be blamed. You know what I'm saying? Blaming a woman does not always excuse the man's behavior as well. I feel like two things can be true. Both of them could be at fault. Like when I think about Love and Marriage Huntsville, when it comes to Ariana and it comes to Martell, it wasn't just the woman Ariana being blamed. Martell got his work too. You see what I'm saying? So two things can be true. They both were wrong in the situation. The bad part, in my opinion, is the fact that the nigga was keeping it real in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And granted, yeah, she was like, I mean, holler at me when you single or whatever the case is. But she continued to hang around and continue to work with him. You know? So, those are my thoughts on that. So, I mean, I'm not going to give her, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say she's 100%, you know, wrong. But I'm not going to say she's 100% right either. But I will go back and watch the full interview, y'all, and check it out. Let's see. Carlos' interview is really good, Jami. It will make a great episode of This Is Messy. Yeah, I'm going to check it out and see what else Miss Diamond has to say, because this really does not look good on her part. And I also feel like it doesn't look good on Scrappy either, you know. But also at the same time, we know he a fucking clown, you know. At this point, like, we all know how much of a clown Scrappy is. I think right now it seems like more people are coming down on Bam because they weren't expecting Bam to say none of this. Like, what the hell, right? So that's what it is. But please believe they get on his ass too, for sure. Let's see. Somebody say, oh, who's really the side? Child, it's giving all of them. It's giving all of them play side at different points. Hello? Why can I not refresh this? But yeah, so that's all I got, y'all. I just wanted to hop on and chit chat with you guys real briefly or whatnot. I thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure that you guys are liking up the video if you have yet to do so. And I will catch you guys in the next one. All right. Bye-bye.